Hello guys and girls, welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about inverter tuning. Let's go! So, today I decided to try something different. As you know, I enjoy fiddling with different tunings and changing strings because I found that sometimes the only way you can get inspired is not by getting a new guitar, it's just by fiddling with the one that you already have. And I found out about inverted tuning a while ago, but I didn't have time to make a video, so now I decided, okay, it's time, I want to try it, and I'll make a video about it because I want you to see how fun it is when you just experiment with stuff that you already have lying around. So you have a guitar, cool, maybe you have a couple, you have one that you use less, such as what I do with this Staley that I built. And so I decided, okay, let's do it. So, what is inverted tuning? Basically, it's just standard tuning, just you take the strings, the outer strings, and you swap them out. So, you have the standard A, E, A, D, G, B, E tuning, just with the thin strings as the low strings, and the thick strings as the high strings. And when you play with these standard chords, you get a totally different voicings just because of this swap. The way the instrument sounds, it can put you off. So as you heard in the intro, I tried to make a solo out of it, but I'm totally confused by the fact that when you go up, you get a lower note, and that made me play differently than what I do normally. And I think that brought something that I probably wouldn't write and wouldn't play on a standard guitar. But yeah, the fun thing is I don't think this tuning is especially meant for soloing. I think it's more useful when you wanna add chords. So for example, in the intro I play this, which sounds totally different on a standard guitar. Here you have a standard G. Weird, right? And I think the weirdest is when you try to play on most of the higher strings, which are now lower, and this is what you get. This doesn't sound like a D, it's weird, but I like it. Bear with me while I try to play something like a solo. So for example, a simple pentatonic. Yeah, it's weird, but it's cool. And these kind of chords sound totally different, but I love them. I don't know, but it reminds me of Georgie Porgy for some reason. It's probably because of the intervals, but yeah, it's a cool experiment. You gotta try. But two caveats. First, be careful with your nuts, because if you when you swap the strings, you won't have any problems when you put the thinner strings into the thicker string slot. But you may damage the nut while winding up the strings, the thicker strings like the E, into the high E slot. So bear that in mind. Don't put too much pressure on it while you're tuning up. So while you're winding up the string, try to lift the string up until it gets in the ballpark of its tuning. So you won't be scratching that slot up. That is the first thing that you want to avoid, because you want to put it back probably. Second thing, if you are just experimenting with it, don't bother. But if you plan on setting your guitar up this way, you probably have to do the setup again, because the strings are all over the place in comparison to the standard tuning, and so you probably need to take a look at the action of the strings and the intonation, because it's probably all over the place. I didn't do it this time because I just wanted to experiment. I don't know if I'm gonna leave these in inverted tuning, but I know some cool artists that use inverted tuning every day. I've seen their videos, so I'll link them down below or right here. And yeah, check them out, because they inspired me to do this video. And yeah, so this is it for today. Keep experimenting. You don't always need new gear to write new music. And yeah, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!